Moving on to Syria. The Syrian Democratic Forces continue to prepare for the final assault on ISIS in the Hajin area while securing liberated areas. In the Middle Euphrates Valley, the SDF is reinforcing checkpoints and refining blocking positions ahead of clearance operations in Hajin. In the past few weeks, there has been a constant stream of civilians fleeing the town ahead of the operations. The SDF has provided safe passage for these civilians while setting up checkpoints to thoroughly vet all outgoing civilians and ensure ISIS is not taking advantage of the exodus. Some ISIS have already been caught trying to challenge the military. In Antanf, our partner forces successfully captured 7 smugglers attempting to provide safe passage for 5 ISIS fighters. This operation allowed the arrest of 25 ISIS fighters last month, further demonstrating the success of our partner forces in securing that area. In Raqqa, the internal security forces have destroyed more than 30 caches containing 500 pounds of explosives discovered during the clearance operations in the past weeks. The RISF continues to act on tips from local citizens on discovered IEDs, signaling the growing confidence of local residents on their security forces and the RISF's increasing counter-IED capabilities. Finally, in detention centers across the northeast Syria, the SDF efforts to repair infrastructures is ongoing and almost complete. In Hasaka, the SDF recently graduated more than 40 new prison guards. Much like our partners in Iraq, local governments across northwestern Syria continue to work within their resources and capabilities to enhance the quality of life for Syrians in liberated areas. The Raqqa Civil Council helped deliver more than 850 student kits, 1,000 desks, and 20,000 backpacks for students returning to school next month. Additionally, 200 new teachers are being trained for the start of the new year. In the Merv, the Deir Zor Civil Council established local councils in recently liberated villages. Besides being potent members of their liberation from ISIS, local councils enable local government's capacity, the delivery to support residents, and ensuring the enduring defeat of ISIS ideology. In Manbij, the electric company installed a new power grid to the eastern part of the city, moving them closer to having electricity 24 hours a day. Some of the areas only recently began life without facing the daily terror of ISIS in their neighborhoods, and some children are returning to school for the first time in over 5 years. The ISIS problem is far from over, and there's still a lot of work to be done, both militarily and on civilian stabilization efforts in both countries. Make no mistake, the coalition is not talking victory or taking our foot off the gas and working with our partners. However, these instances demonstrate our partner forces have been making great strides in defeating ISIS, protecting the population while enabling stabilization efforts, making better for the civilians they have liberated. But it takes time and resources. We cannot emphasize enough that the threat of losing the gains we have made is real, especially if we are not able to give the people a viable alternative to the ISIS problem. We continue to call on the international community to step up and ensure the conditions that gave rise to ISIS no longer exist in both Syria and Iraq.